we have seen through our research that copper is a crucial building block for the low-carbon economy. We're going to need a lot of copper for electric cars, for windmills, for solar panels, etc. moving forward.
A smartphone usually contains between 10 and 15 grams of copper. We've done a recyclability study of this phone, and what you see that in contrast to other materials, copper is really perfectly recyclable from smartphones. Usually if you put a smartphone into a recycling stream, only 30–40% of those materials can be recovered, so that's actually quite little. Copper is perfectly recyclable. Think about also how this actually works and how difficult it is to play with this material.
There's currently in the electric vehicle market many different technologies for the electric motors. Most of them are reliant on permanent magnets. What we want to achieve is to put on the market technologies that are not reliant on these permanent magnets because they don't use rare earth elements. We're promoting two different technologies, induction machines and synchronous reluctance machines, and prototyping 8 e-drives to demonstrate that very ambitious goals can be met, even better than current state-of-the-art, without having to use permanent magnets.
WRF and the Sustainable Recycling Industries program that they run, they have this program that talks about standards, minimum standards for what a developing country, when they're doing recycling, what practices they should be using. This includes occupational health and safety standards, so just basic safety when you're dismantling objects that have hazardous products in them. So we're working with them on this project, and we really want to support the work they're doing and support their efforts. And that's kind of what brought us here today, is to do more work with them and to see what other partnerships we might be able to grow here.
One of the key areas is not only ensuring that the mining of copper is being done sustainable, but especially that a transition to a more circular economy is also stimulated by increasing the collection and recycling rates, but also by keeping products longer in the market.
So the World Bank is currently in the process of developing an initiative called Climate Smart Mining, which means we will work with our client countries, mineral-rich developing countries, on the one hand to make sure that they can benefit from the increased demand of copper, but also that the way copper is being extracted in those countries is made more sustainable on a social and environmental level.
So as we look towards the demand projections for copper and to see, how much more will we need in the future, we see we will need a lot more, because of electric vehicles, as one example, is 3 to 4 times as much copper as a regular vehicle. So as we look to how we can meet that demand, we're looking at both recycling and primary extraction through mining, and we see that we'll need both to move equally forward. And so we cannot get rid of mining, we cannot eliminate mining from the supply chain. We'll need to continue recycling and mining in order to meet that demand.